Welcome to Design Demo 7. We will assess the design plan and amount of undercut for this unilateral. A common mistake when designing a unilateral as such is to treat it as an acrylic flipper, extending the design without adding any reciprocating clasp. This type of design does not offer the proper stability for a flexible partial. Instead, a more appropriate unilateral design will have less coverage, making it more comfortable with no possibility for food traps. Usually, a one-tooth unilateral like this one does not require further than this amount of coverage. We follow the basic, standard rules of design, staying above the height of contour on the posterior teeth and up the cingulums of the interiors. Observe the lingual design. Notice how there is no overextension on the left or right part of the linguals. There is some undercut in this section, which we will utilize to keep the lingual part retentive. Moving on to the interior design, we follow through with the usual rule of engagement regarding the aesthetic clasping, going 1 to 2 millimeters from the neckline and copying the natural curvature of the abutment tooth. When approaching the tissue surface, we bypass the high point of any bone structure. Here we can see a clear example of the difference between a healthy and a receding gum line. On this tooth, due to its normal appearance, hovering over the neckline slightly is sufficient. However, on this other clasp, we are raising the coverage to conceal the receding gum line. Here we have our final design for this unilateral. We are now ready to assess the blockout. As far as the blockout for unilaterals, very rarely is blocking out necessary. In the event that you choose to block out, leave enough retention to keep the case from being too loose. If necklines appear prominent, a small amount of relief wax in the area would be recommended. In addition, adding some wax relief on extraction sites is also recommended to make up for some of the grounds of healing. This case is fully blocked out and is ready to move forward to the duplicating process.